guys, it feels like it's been forever since I've sat down at this table and filmed a video. It's been at least a couple of months. And that is because life has just been crazy recently. It has gotten so busy with things opening back up and plans starting to come up, and I have been running all over the place. I've been traveling a little bit, and as I've been running around recently, I've acquired some new spring/summer favorites that I thought I would share with you today. My first favorite is a pair of hiking shoes. I recently went on a solo road trip through the Southwest. I've shared a few photos from that on Instagram, but stay tuned for so much Southwest content. And before I left for the trip, I knew I wanted to get a pair of low hiking boots that were just lightweight, rugged, good for hiking around in the desert. These are the Merrell Moab 2 Vent. They make a lot of different variations of this shoe. They make a waterproof version. They make a like high top version. The Vent style is not waterproof. It's designed for like desert climates where you want ventilation for your feet. From day one, they were so comfortable. Like I put them on and they were perfect. There was no break-in period, no rubbing, and I wore them the entire trip. My next favorite is one of the latest additions to my hiking bag / camping accessories / I honestly probably use this the most just around the house. This is a knife from Benchmade. I believe it's called the Mini Griptilian. It is so beautiful. It has this matte black blade, and I'm not a knife person. I know that there are knife people out there. There's like a niche for like daily carry knives like this. I'm not really into all of that, but I am into this knife. And if you don't think that you would be into a knife like this either, you might be surprised because it is so handy. Like opening boxes, I'm no longer using like scissors to open boxes. Like this thing is so sharp and it's very compact, but it's obviously much more useful than like tiny pocket knife, you know, where they have like the scissors that are this long and all the different attachments. Like it's a knife. Great to have in any kind of outdoors bag, or if you're camping, you never know when you are gonna need to cut something. I got this as a Christmas present, so I didn't even think to buy myself this, but now that I have it, it's one of my favorite things. I believe that this was from REI. I will link it down below if I can find it, this exact one. Something else I've been using a lot recently is thanks to today's sponsor, Jaybird. These are their new Vista 2 true wireless earbuds. I've talked about the original Vista earbuds a couple of times. I've used those for a while, but the Vista 2 earbuds have so many new upgrades. The biggest one, in my opinion, is they now have active noise canceling, as well as a feature called Surround Sense, which is basically the opposite of noise canceling, where you are able to hear everything that's going on around you in addition to what you're listening to. Noise canceling is obviously great when you're trying to focus on something, focus on what you're listening to, and drown out the chaos. But to be honest, in a product like this, the surround sense feature is much more important to me because I'm most likely to use these when I'm out and about doing something, especially with their size. They're easy to keep in your bag on the go. And I've always felt a little paranoid. I would love to know if any of you are this way as well. I've always felt paranoid about wearing earbuds when I'm out and about because I can't hear what's going on around me. So if I'm walking down a street, I can't hear if a car comes up behind me, or if somebody's just trying to get around me, or if I'm hiking, I worry that I won't hear a rustle in the bushes and see a wild animal there. I like to be aware of my surroundings. And you can actually switch between the surround sense and the active noise canceling just by double tapping the earbuds, so it's really convenient. These also now have a wireless charging case, which is pretty neat, and you also get more battery life. You get 8 hours in the earbuds themselves and another 16 in the charging case. Also, the durability is even better, which is crazy. If you've heard me talk about the original Vistas, they have a military spec certification for their ruggedness. These are now IP68 waterproof, so they can be submerged in a meter of water for up to an hour. They're sweat-proof, dust-proof, drop-proof, shock-proof. They also come with 3 different size ear gels, so you can adjust the fit for your ears, and you can test the fit with a feature in the Jaybird app. And Jaybird gave me a coupon code for you guys. If you use the code Allison, you can get 10% off your entire shopping cart on the Jaybird site, and I will have a link down below. Another thing I picked up before I headed down to the Southwest was a hair and scalp sunscreen. I've never really gotten into these before, and I don't know why. It really is so nice to be able to spray your scalp and like your hairline with a sunscreen, because when you're applying like regular sunscreen, you obviously don't want to get it in your hair because then your hair is like greasy and gooey. poopy. This is the Coola SPF 30 Ocean Salted Sage Scalp and Hair Mist, and I'm really happy with it. I actually bought 2 different scalp sunscreens for this trip. The other one was a powder, and I just preferred the mist application more. It was more even, easier to use. My only tip with this would be to not overdo it. If I do too many sprays, my hair starts to look greasy. I usually do 1 mist, 2 mist, and then depending, I'll do like 3 mist, 4 mist kind of on my ears and side area. My next favorite is something I would recommend going into summer, and it is the shirt that I am wearing right now. This is the Patagonia Capilene Cool. I think it's called the Daily Long Sleeve. I'll link it down below. They also make a short sleeve and a hoodie, and they might also do a tank top. This fabric is designed to wear on hot, sunny summer days. It's very lightweight and does not retain body heat very well, which is awesome for summer. I bought this heading into last summer because I knew I was going to be doing some boating, and I burn so easily. I cannot be out on a boat all day or out doing anything all day in the summertime without just eventually covering up so I don't burn. So I bought this, I wore it out boating. I also wore it out doing a lot of other things last summer, hiking and just being out on sunny days. And it was so comfortable. I definitely didn't feel like I was overheating in it. Now granted, if it's just really, really, really hot outside, it's gonna feel hot. Like if it's 100 degrees out, you will probably prefer to wear a t-shirt. But if it's like high 70s where you would normally wear a t-shirt, but you're like, oh, I don't wanna burn, this is surprisingly cool. I actually made the mistake of wearing it once over the winter because all of my other clothes were in the laundry. And so I just grabbed it thinking like, oh, it's a long sleeve. And I went out on a walk with my regular jacket over it, and I was freezing. Like it does not retain any body heat. Next, I want to talk about the latest addition to my camera collection, as well as my first 360 camera. I finally bought into all of the hype and I picked up the Insta360 One X2. For a really long time, I had no interest in a 360 camera. I had no idea what I would use it for, but I was recently shooting some outdoorsy travel stuff where I didn't want to have to worry about framing the shot correctly or having to choose between one angle or the other. I kind of wanted to just shoot the entire environment. So I picked one of these up. And that's the cool thing about a 360 camera is it shoots literally every single angle. Like you record something on this, it has the 2 cameras on either side. You record and then you drag the footage in, and you can just drag around like whatever angle of the shot you want to use, you can use. It's really useful if you only have one chance to get a shot, because then you don't have to worry about not getting the framing right and missing it. And honestly, this little camera has blown me away. It's handier than I expected. The image quality is better than I expected. And I also got the invisible selfie stick that comes with it. So actually when I'm holding it, you can't even see that I'm holding it. If I'm recording myself, it looks like it's just floating in front of me, which is really awesome. So if you are doing some cool stuff this summer, outdoor stuff, hiking in cool areas, wakeboarding, anything where you like to take videos or photos or capture the experience, I would highly recommend looking into this. It's a really fun camera. So those are some things I've been loving recently. I will have everything I talked about linked down below, and I'd love to know what you're into right now. I hope you all have been well. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tons of stuff over the next couple of months. I've been shooting lots and lots of things that I'm excited to share with you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.